Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Age of Vikings on Total War Attila. We're using the Age of Charlemagne DLC. So, welcome back to the Age of Vikings mod. Now guys, if you're watching this as soon as it's released, I can officially announce that the Age of Vikings mod is out. You can go down and play it now if you want to. It's on Steam. Just type in Age of Vikings. So there has been an update. My save, I'm assuming, is compatible. So there might be a couple little things different here and there. So welcome back to the campaign. Now guys, we're going to be declaring war upon Wessex. We're going to be pushing down through Wales, hopefully taking Winchester, London and Canterbury. But objectives wise, it doesn't really say what our objectives are. Obviously they are based on Imperium in this game. So you can go wherever you want as long as you build a kingdom. So what do I want to do with this campaign? What do I want to do? Well, this is my plans, and we're going to hopefully do them. So I want to declare war on Wessex. I want to take the entirety of the United Kingdom. We'll push up and finish off the Scottish as well. I want to forge a huge Viking kingdom. So we'll get rid of the Scottish as well. I would like to push over and take the entirety of Ireland. Whether or not we declare war on the Kingdom of Dublin, the Norwegian Viking faction, which is currently in Dublin, we'll see. I would like to do some raids against the Franks, East and West Francia, on this part of Europe. But once I've finished that, once I've taken the entirety of the United Kingdom and Ireland, maybe take a couple of territories in Francia, I think I might end the campaign. I don't really see. I don't want to do like a full domination like in my Mercia. We might launch some raids maybe in Iberia and Italy. But yeah, once we finish off the United Kingdom, I'll probably end the campaign soon. But it's not going to finish in, well, anytime soon. So, let's have a quick look at our family tree. So obviously we have Halfdan, we have Ivar, Björn, Sigurd, and Uber. Now the ages are mixed up. Obviously Björn is the oldest. Who is actually, what does it say here? Oh, so Uber, yeah, because it was technically Björn, Uber, Sigurd, Ivar, and Halfdan. So, I'm umming and ahhing whether or not I should make Björn the faction heir. The firstborn son of Ragnar Lothbrok. I think I will. I'm going to take it off Ivar, and we'll give Björn. So Björn is now my faction leader. Hopefully Ivar doesn't get too pissed off. So let's run through the family tree. So Björn is now our faction heir. He has a son, Holger, I think it sounds like a very feminine name, Holger, but he has a son, so the line will go through him. He has his daughter Siggy, who's currently married to Thorstein, who has two sons, Björn, Magnus, and then a daughter Torvi. Obviously, Björn's brother Ivar has a daughter Sigurd. Halfdan has a son. Halfdan has a daughter. Right. Okay. Because we could give it to one of Halfdan's sons if we wanted to. Sigurd has a son, Gorm. Uber has a son as well, Sigurd. So the line of Ragnar Lothbrok will continue, of course. So let's declare war here today. So in my army build, I have 3 units of Levy Freemen, 1 unit of Swordsmen, Herdmen, 2 units of Huskarls, the rest Skull Splitters and Axemen, and some archers and some cavalry. Is there any more cavalry we can recruit? No. Currently with Björn in Tamworth, I'm able to recruit, because we've unlocked the buildings, Sword Herdmen and Axe Herdmen. So we currently have a fair few units of them. We have the entirety of Wales, Mercia, and Danelaw. Trade rights wise, we're making 700 per turn, which is great. We're importing wine. That's where the majority of our money's come from. And we're exporting lead and timber. Timber from Tamworth and lead from Wales. So let's quickly finish off the Welsh problem that Wessex is having. Finish them off quite easily. And even their garrison came out to help us. Now, let's swing around and take the first settlement of Wessex in Wales. What's happened here? Okay, I was just reading that. So we're currently in autumn. We're going to be attacking in winter, which is probably not a bad idea, to be perfectly honest. Attacking in winter is good for us, seeing as we don't get winter attrition. It doesn't affect us much at all compared to these other medieval factions. Now we have the option to call the Danes to our aid. I'm not going to do that because I actually sniped a territory in the War of Mercia, so they're most welcome to join after I take the settlements. But we're not going to call the Danes for this fight. So we're going to take the first settlement of Wessex. Nicely done. And then hopefully we can take the entirety of England. So now we have the ability to trade stone. I'm going to break down the garrison encampment. Let's repair, once we can, the buildings. Okay, I'm going to quickly not recruit that unit so we can... a little bit tired. My apologies. So we can get that all repaired up. Right, now the Danes, who did help me in the war against Mercia, Björn's leading the command, and Prince Horik there. So, let's actually move I have my priestess sort of spying for me at the moment. So there's 6 units with Oda, and then there's their faction leader, Ethelred. Obviously the son of Ethelwulf. And I do believe his brother is... what's his brother's name? I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Oh well, regardless, Björn has gone up in stats, so let's go with Motivator and Tactician. Now my main army, we'll switch that around. Governor, so this is Torstein. Let's go with some more sort of... government, I don't know, provincial sort of bonuses, but it's getting cold in Australia, which I'm happy about. It's freezing at the moment, which is great. I don't usually like the heat, to be perfectly honest. Just had to have a quick sip of water. Right, let's continue. So it looks like Winchester is still relatively undefended. There is an army out in the snow, which surprises me. So it looks like the King of Wessex has fled to London, Ethelred. We are still currently recruiting an army in Tamworth. I'm trying to think whether or not I should push this over to help, or maybe to the border, so I can continue to get some more units, because we can recruit here. We can get 1 unit of mercenary Celtic. Yeah, if we can get some more horsemen, because we are playing as the Danes, of course, and the Danes can't... Well, we're playing as Danelaw, to be specific, but we can't recruit any horsemen. So let's get some more herdmen and get some more sword herdmen and axemen. I do prefer the axemen more than anything. So we've taken the entirety of Wales, which is great. Let's continue to break it down. I might break that down as well, so we can get some more trade. Can we actually hit this army? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, regardless, we're about to hit Winchester soon. It's going to be interesting to see how big the garrison will be. Let's end the turn. I would like to fight them on the field. I thought they would have had a bit more of a bigger and better standing army. But guys, if you still are enjoying this Age of Vikings campaign on the Age of Charlemagne DLC for Total War Attila, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, if you want to stay connected with me and you haven't already. So, let's quickly convert that to a trade wharf. What do I want here now? We have the spring. We have some... Yeah, maybe I should just go with some fields. Get more farms. A sacred spring might be a good idea, to be honest. Get our sanitation up as best as possible. But we've already got one here. +4 to all regions in this province, and then in 4 to adjacent. Yeah, we don't have much sanitation buildings and the ability to get it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some sanitation buildings. I was umming and ahhing whether between getting a farm, because if we get a farm we can start swapping out some of these fishing villages, fishing ports for actual trade. Okay, so it looks like Winchester is undefended. Yeah, maybe we're going to have an easier time than what I thought. So let's attack with Halfdan. What I want to do is... yeah, let's continue the siege. I was thinking maybe I should let Björn take the command. But it looks like we're about to take Winchester with incredible ease, which is... well, unfortunate. I wanted to have a decent fight against Wessex, but maybe after... I do believe we might have actually been at war with them beforehand. I can't quite remember. But after we defeated Mercia, we've taken them by surprise. Mind you, I have battle-hardened warriors. They don't really have any. We managed to smash Mercia, of course. And now it's on to Wessex. Once we finished off Wessex... okay, so... looks like Ireland is still broken up into their smaller kingdoms. We should have an easy time. Every time I've invaded Ireland on Age of Charlemagne, it's been relatively easy. Right, let's get Halfdan to take the charge. Let's take Winchester. Alfred, that was his name. That's the name I was looking for. Alfred the Unworthy. So it looks like that army from London has pushed up. They might be trying to take my territory. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get Björn to double back to Tamworth so we can get rid of Ethelred. I reckon we're going to be able to beat him in a forced march. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's move up to Tamworth. So let's move Björn out. We're going to be able to take and hold Tamworth quite easily. So let's do that now. A clear-cut order resolve. And we have killed Aethelwulf. Sorry, not Aethelwulf. Alfred, who was the bastard of Athelstan in the TV show. So we lost 174 men. Alfred deployed 790, a clear-cut order resolve, and we've taken the capital, Winchester, in Wessex. So what I want to do is repair. Can we convert that anyway? Yeah, we can. So let's repair as well. Get rid of this blacksmith. So the army... okay. Oda. Maybe he's pushing over to Wales, but it looks like London and Canterbury are pretty undefended. We actually have the ability to upgrade our units because of that blacksmith. I'm going to retrain. Surely I can... hang on. Yeah, let's quickly do that now then. Maybe it's because I don't have enough money. So, let's upgrade our... our better units first. Getting additional armor. It costs 300. While we've got it, it's probably worth it before we break it down. Okay, probably should have let my general get it. How much is that? 100. It costs a hell of a lot more with my higher tier units. Right, we have another office here in Wessex. Seeing as we haven't taken the other provinces yet, I won't install a governor. I don't think we have any spare governors anyway. I don't particularly like putting family members as governors because they, for a surprise attack, they seem to die. So it looks like we're about to lose our settlement of Torksey, which is unfortunate to Ethelred, the son of Aethelwulf. So we're going to go with a balanced stance. Now I just hope that, like, that wasn't Ivar. It could have been. For example, as I was just talking about that. Oh, they liberated Mercia. Really? The cheeky fuckers. Because I do have one of my family members as a governor, I think. Yeah, Ivar is in Danelaw. Okay. Right, still heading, continuing to head my fleet back to England now. They've obviously sailed around the Mediterranean and Spain, Northern Africa as best they can. So let's continue now. Let's retake my settlement. Quickly crush them. These Mercian loyalists. And let's occupy. And move straight out. Let's repair. Alrighty. Let's run down that other army. We need to. Once we finish them off, we can quickly pivot and then take out the last remaining settlements of Wessex. Alright, so Björn's army's gone up in stats. We still can assign a provincial government, but I just won't yet. So guys, let me know in the comments what you'd like to replace this campaign. This campaign will finish in the not too soon future, so I am open to suggestions. Like a co-op campaign playing as the Kingdom of Dublin, the Norwegian Vikings, a co-op with Danelaw would be really quite cool, I reckon. So, the Mercian loyalists, the nobles, have attacked Torksky, and we're going to be able to throw them back quite easily. So Mercia's come back for a little bit, and we're going to smash them. A nice, probably a smart idea. Wessex pushing up there obviously couldn't hold the settlement as we're trying to run them down, so they made the decision to bring back Mercia and bring back their allies. Let's continue to run down Ethelred. And it looks like these guys are continuing to run away from us. It's just a shame that they've been split up. So let's convert now our Sacred Grove, and let's turn it into a, what is it called, a Nobles Hall as quickly as possible. Trade rights wise, let's renegotiate with some factions. If we can get trade rights with the Emirate of Cordoba, that would be fantastic. We could get 413 per turn, but I don't think we're going to be able to. Does Brittany want to have trade rights with us? Moderate. Rejected. It's because of the wine. It gives me so much money. The Vikings love their wine, of course. Also, if you haven't already checked out my co-op campaign, playing on Age of Charlemagne with Lionheart X10, I'm taking the command of Charlemagne himself, playing as the Franks, and he is playing as the Danes on the vanilla of Age of Charlemagne. So, oh, my voice was going really funny there. I don't know what it was. Right, yeah. Right. Kind of similar as to what I'm doing now, but I'm obviously playing in the future compared to that campaign, playing with the sons of Ragnar Lothbrok. Right, well, they're still evading us here, which is unfortunate. So they can't actually take Tamworth or Mathrafil. They can push up and take Torksky again, but I'm going to actually hit London if they're going to keep on running away like that. We'll quickly take London off them quite quickly. Let's occupy, because if we can take London and Canterbury, they will well, yeah, they'll start rotting away because they haven't got any territory and can't keep up with their upkeep. I might actually move you to Winchester now. Deploying inspires the populace, giving public order, which might be needed. Right, let's convert. How much does it cost to convert? 28,000. Maybe I should repair this barracks. Annoying what the AI is doing or Wessex are doing, more than anything. So they're besieging Tamworth, they can't take it, they have to wait a turn. So there's been a rebellion. English rebels. Alright, so do we push up and try to take Tamworth? It's probably, yeah, push up and try to take them at Tamworth. It's probably not a bad idea. Gonna have to watch out for those rebels. They can't take Winchester anyway. But we've nearly finished off Wessex. And now I've taken Tamworth. Could have actually played that. Might have been able to win it. Because arrow towers are basically like machine guns in this game. I'll probably be able to throw them back. And they don't get factored into the auto-resolve that much. They're just so overpowered. Right. we've had a death. Natural causes. So, Sigurd, the son of Ragnar, has died. He has left a son, Gorm. It's because the ages aren't quite right on this, which is fine. But yeah, highly recommend you download and play this mod for yourself. And let's throw back Ethelred. Alright, we still can't seem to catch that other bloody army. Alright, let's get Björn to lead the charge. Right, technologies-wise, we have the ability now to get Huskars, which is great. Do I want to go with replenishment, minus upkeep and zeal? Economics-wise, I'm not entirely sure. Battle movement speed. Just having a quick look at the tech tree. Spearmen, yeah, Spearmen replace Levy Freeman. I don't usually like Spearmen overly that much in this. I prefer more Axemen, Swordsmen. Because we're not coming up against that much cavalry anyway. So I do try to keep at least a couple of units, especially in this other army. Mind you, Björn's army isn't quite at full capacity. So we're going to be attacking Ethelred, the King of Wessex. Sorry about that one, guys. I got interrupted. But regardless, let's get into the battle. We're obviously versing, like I said before, King Ethelred, the son of Aethelwulf, his grandfather, the famous King Egbert. So, we're coming up against his garrison. Sorry, not garrison. Fucking general unit. 2 units of Thane Spearmen, 2 units of Fjord Axemen, and 1 unit of Fjord Archers. Obviously, we've got our 4 units of Herdmen, 5 units of Axemen, 3 Skull Splinters, 3 Levy Archers, and mercenary English horsemen, and the remaining garrison from Tamworth. So let's fight this one on the field. Obviously, it's not going to be a, well, difficult battle, to be perfectly honest, but it's the Battle of Tamworth, 882 AD. We're going to be finishing off the Kingdom of Wessex and killing the king, so it should be fun. So what I want to do is, we have skirmisher, cavalry. Well, we have, I was trying to break it down what we have compared to theirs. Like, we obviously have superiority for fucking everything. We have better everything. So I was thinking maybe we could do a bit of a skirmish. Let's go with a heavy shot. Cavalry unit on the flanks. And obviously Björn Ironside leading the charge. Now, usually I wouldn't probably march uphill in an uphill position like this normally. However, we're going to be able to push through that, go straight and up, and hit them hard. It's not going to even bother us. So let's have a quick look at these mercenary English horsemen. Quite nice. Now, I wish you could be able to recruit horsemen with the Danes. Maybe like in the Divide et Impera mod, where you can, for example, oh, there's some wolves here. Oh, the wolves are with us. Good old dire wolves. That looks awesome. That's really nice to see. Alright, so let's have a look with Björn. This is my first battle with him. Yeah, like in my Rome and Spartan campaign, if you haven't gone and seen that, playing on the Divide et Impera mod, once you take a region, they have a specific unit roster. So once you take the region, you actually can recruit from their pool, which makes sense. If, for example, in my Spartan campaign, I was playing as the Spartans. Okay. I will get back to that in a second, but what should we do? Let's just push up with my archers. Try to take as many of them out as possible. Let's swing around with my cavalry. Right, in my Spartan campaign, if you haven't gone and seen it, highly recommend you do. I was playing on the Divide et Impera mod. Now, what the mod does awesomely is mercenary levies, and just levies and whatnot. So, I was playing as Sparta, went over and took Rome pretty early on in the campaign. Once they'd finished Rome, I was able to recruit Roman units from Rome. Obviously, Romans have better swordsmen than the Spartans, arguably, and better military tactics, so it would make sense, sort of historically, we would take those bonuses. We would adapt our fighting style if it worked, and worked well. And I had these really cool army builds of hero Spartans and Roman legionaries. and Praetorian cavalry. And I was pretty much be able to dominate the campaign. So let's move up here. Let's finish off the feared archers first. Once we're in range. And then we'll charge the main army up. Alrighty, so let's see the king, of course. King Ethelred. Quite nice. Alright, so it looks like my archers aren't quite in range. English archers, so it looks like they're actually charging down the hill now. No, they're not. Oh no, I paused. Right, fall back. Fall back, fall back, fall back. They weren't going to let me get some pot shots off against them. Let's get my English cavalry to hit the general unit from the side. Actually, no, I think we might... No. They're only medium. If they were heavies, I'd throw them in. But it looks like my archers will escape. And they're going to hit me. So let's reform up a bit. Alright. Get my archers to spread out. Keep the Tamworth garrison reinforcements back. Alright, just go, 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 go. Let's try break them down. Don't let them sit back and get volleys off against us. Alright, get you guys to hit them. Get my archers to go with a heavy shot now. I was on standard. I changed it back to standard because we're only going to hit the archers. But here we go, charging the front line. Getting some nice cinematic shots, of course. Wow, this looks superb. Oh. I keep on pressing pause accidentally, trying to hit K on my keyboard. Let's get my archers to halt. They're going to cause more friendly fire than what they're worth at the moment. Right, let's get my cavalry to run down the archers. Man, I've been missing cavalry in this. Alright, let's hit them now. Go, 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 go. Here comes the cavalry. Run them down. For King Halfdan, for Björn, and Ragnar's sons. Alright, so how's everyone doing here? The general's dead. He's been slain upon the field. Alright. Let's get my cavalry to continue to try and run down as many of them as possible. What I want to do is I'm going to get my archers to hit them here. They're so close to us. We'll be able to get some nice slow motion cinematic shots. Oh wow, only one man survived. And what a way to go. You'd think you'd be worried running away from the cluster, I reckon. Oh god. Yeah, he thought he'd be escaping running towards the archers. They can't fight in combat and they shoot at close range. Right, let's hit this guy here as well. The last remaining, what is it? Royal Thane companion. Littered with arrows. And now he's fallen. Alrighty, let's start speed things up a little bit more. Try to finish them off completely. Continue to let my cavalry as well. We've crushed that with my archers. Alright, cavalry, run down this 7 units of feared spearmen. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that last unit. I think they might run out and away. But my cavalry's going to run down that 7 unit. And we'll end the battle there once we've taken him out. Nicely done. Decisive battle. We deployed 2,698. We lost 49 on the field. King Aethelred is dead. Crushed him on the field of battle. He deployed 676 and lost 672 on the field. 4 of his men survived the battle, but were run down in the end. So let's continue our conquest. Let's push down and get rid of these English rebels. We'll go down and take Canterbury as well. But basically, Wessex is being destroyed after that battle. We might try run them down during the end turn phase. How are we going? War weariness 3. Okay. Well, once we finished off Wessex, I don't know if we should go north to Scotland just yet. Oh, okay, so they've taken the entirety of Scotland, right. We do have a non-aggressional pact with them. They actually didn't mind me for a time, but yeah. The plan for the campaign is, if you disagree, let me know in the comments, but this is what I want to do. Let me know if you agree. I want to obviously take the entirety of the United Kingdom and Ireland. I think that'd be quite cool. Have a huge Danelaw Viking kingdom. Might do a couple of raids here and there on France, maybe even Spain and Italy to some extent. But once we've done with that, we'll probably end the campaign. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure to take care of yourselves, and stay tuned for more content on Simpzy Total War. Goodbye.